a side, ain't in the streets. She ain't the one to play with you. Her DMs, they be silent like bass hitters. Them other fellas, they been seeing her work. You say you want an angel, then give her heaven on earth. I respect your relationship. I don't care if you don't. But I think girl better than me. And I won't tell if you don't. A dog gon' be a dog. But a gon' be more clever. Oh, a dog gon' be a dog. But a gon' be more clever. Yeah.
Keine Gnade, haha.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Prime Time on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Prime Time contest between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Detroit Lions. Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And Monday Night Prime Time is underway. Khalif Raymond to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Again, it's Gibbs. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Devontae David, like so many times in his career, making that tackle.
You make that call, just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Goff on third. Has him on the quick hitter. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this fourth down.
A gain of 5.
The Lions readying for the punt. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. Coming off 4 punts in that loss, and he boots his first of this game away. And no chance at a return as this one heads across the sideline at the 25-yard line. Bucks to the line. First and 10. Run begins with a run by Irving. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got second and 3 now.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Nice run last play. Sets up second and 2. Baker now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
New set of downs for him from the 46. First down, here's Baker. Buying some time right. That's complete, Mike Evans. And they limit the damage after the catch, but the catch itself does get them to the opposing 43. Give them an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Irving here from the gun. And he gets him around 6 there. Alex Anzalone there on the stop.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Putting the tight end in motion. Here's Baker. Gets it to him on the screen. And he's going to be right up against that line that they needed. Make it 3rd and maybe a yard at most from the 34.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches.
180.
And they send a man in motion. 3rd down, give to Irving. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up. Chase McLaughlin now to try the Buccaneers field goal. From the right hash, 55 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead. A little early momentum with that field goal.
Here's Raymond on the return. And he's brought down just beyond their 25-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
180.
And off the play fake. Here's Goff. Falls to the ground out left. Incomplete.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one higher. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 26.
120.
From the gun, Goff. Flushed out of the pocket. That one's intercepted. And he takes this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Tampa Bay touchdown. He not only broke on it to make the pick, Brock, but he was on the move real quick. Knowing short field, there's a great chance that he could take that one back for a touchdown.
That's exactly right. In this area of the field, an offense really only gets a second or 2 to react to that pick and get over and cut off his lanes. And if you don't, well, it's 6 the other way.
Boom, come on.
Splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers go up 10-zip here in the 1st. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Here's Raymond on the return. And he gets crunched by a big hit. Oh, man. Right at the 25 to end it. Now, Ryan Lyons just about ready. 1st and 10. He's down on the ground with Gibbs. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Goff off the play action. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Air it out on 3rd. That one complete to St. Brown. He's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. That's It's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Running on second with Montgomery. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. And that's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. The Buccaneers leading so far. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They have it 3rd and 10. 3rd and long for him here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
In real estate, Kate, it's location, location, location. In football, it's rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. And you don't get third down conversions, you get no rhythm.
Begins his return at the 16. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
At their own 26-yard line.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. They give to Irving to start this drive. Get some space around midfield. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. And it's not just
Jens, ich dachte, wir trinken heute zusammen Bier.
defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're rolling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Got a man. This is Evans. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
And the Buccaneer first down.
Give it to Irving on the option. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
This spring, a big game like that, Kate, on the interior, 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
White on 1st and goal. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
Such a perfect example, teaching tape, for why these defensive coaches say, let's get population to the ball. Because if one guy misses a tackle, it doesn't get out. You populate the football, and you create a tackle for loss.
Baker now off the play fake. We'll put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out.
Jens und Sigara gehen jetzt auf den Balkon.
And now they're left with 3rd and goal. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup.
Yeah.
Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. players, not plays. Get it to your bit.
And he hauls it in for the Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers make it a 16-point ball game. Quite the strike to his tight end, and the patience he showed waiting for that to break open. That was awesome, and it's rewarded with 6.
You know, it should be simple, Kate, right? In philosophy, it should be simple. Just plaster that big guy. Throw bodies at him in coverage, but stopping the tight end near the end zone is anything but simple with how deceptively good they are as route runners and finding that football when it arrives.
Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's first and 10.
Tonight. 120.
Gives to Montgomery to start the drive. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7.
Here we go. 180.
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
First and 10 from the 41. Goff working from the pistol. Finds him on the slant. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Offense is set. First and 10.
Black 20.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Good defensive effort here. Drives them back across midfield onto their own side. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in the Motor City. It's the Lions with work to do on second and 12.
Black 20.
Out of the shotgun, Goff. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. He will go. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions chop some of the lead off before the half. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Lions cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone, so we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. First and 10. Play action. Here's Mayfield. Bails out of the pocket quick. Moving right. Airs it out down the sideline. He's got it down the sideline. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Shotgun handoff to Irving. And he's going to get inside the defense's 30 here. Looks to be a gain of about 6 on the play.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Running back, motioning right. Third and short, Mayfield. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and incomplete.
The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
One of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Starting from the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Drive begins with Gibbs. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
First down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4.
180!
Shotgun snap here to go. Connects on one to Jamison Williams. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short on the 35. They get 6 and a first down as well.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Ball at the 33 for first down.
180!
Off to the air now. Screen here for Gibbs. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that gives the Lions the first.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Looking for Sam Laporta with that one. So second down coming up.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Wenn du bei der nächsten Möglichkeit ein Tusch hoffen machst, spielen wir heute noch Battlefield.
Throwing again. It's gone. Underneath, it's Gibbs. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of it. Gain of 8, third down. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Third and a lone yard coming up.
180!
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. It's on target to Williams. He'll be brought down at about the 29. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try to field goal right now.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
All set now. 1st and 10. Throwing again. Here's Goff. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. All right, timeout taken by the offense. 5 seconds left, and they can take some points into the locker room on this final play of the half. Bates' kick is up and good. And that makes things a little closer. It's now a 10-point game.
And with those 3 points, you just dig yourself out of a little bit of a hole. You know, coming out of halftime, you've got to firmly be in comeback mode.
And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Drops to a knee, and that pesky final second runs off. So we're to the end of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Jack Buccs to kick off for the Lions.
Fox now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 9. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. First call here coming from the shotgun. You're going to start the half with a give to Irving. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You've got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming. But more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Pressure coming. Baker makes the catch. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Tampa Bay.
Running left, this is Irving. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After that little 8-yard scooch, here comes 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, here's Mayfield. Headed out right. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Trying to find Mike Evans with that throw. So now they have 3rd and short. Here he is on 3rd and short. Got his man. It's on him. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line.
13 yards.
A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Slot man motioned over. Mayfield on 1st and 10. He rolls to his right. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! The Buccaneers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Mike Evans with the touchdown. McLaughlin to tap on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers take a 3-possession lead.
Es ist passiert.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying.
Heute Bettlefield.
Here's Raymond on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Now Ryan Lyons just about ready. 1st and 10. They'll go right side with Gibbs. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Here we go. Value 3. Value 20. What's that?
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. An excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't bring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Goff on 3rd. Short pass brought in. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel it in.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
180.
Here comes the 4th down snap to Goff. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete. Intended target there was Mike Evans. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Motioning left is their running back. That's complete downfield to Godwin. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. We've got a screen to the running back. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Hey, 133. 180.
This is Irving on 2nd. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Once again, Irving. Play not developing as they'd hoped. That's a loss of yardage, Brock. 4th down coming up. So for the 3rd time tonight, they can bring him out for a field goal try. A 27-yard look here. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that extends the lead to 20.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Brings in the kick at the 9. This makes it up to the 25. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Here we go, tonight. What's that?
Gibbs now from the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Another one for Gibbs. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Black 20.
Goff to throw here. It's 3rd and 2. Finds him over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
They're set up at the 35 now.
Black 20.
To the air on first down. Here's Goff. Tried to connect, but it lines up incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on.
Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted! Picked off by Levante Davis. And the Buccaneers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
At the 42-yard line.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. It's White on the give. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Irving on the counter. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play, whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
3rd down. Here's Mayfield. Dumps it off to his running back. Across the 20, continuing to work. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Irving here from the gun. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Running with Irving again on 2nd. He hits the lane for about 7. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
3rd down run from White. And the run will not work. He is soft at the line. This is going to be 4th and short. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going. Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
White 20.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Benjamin Morrison comes up with it. It would be just yards from a touchdown as they take over inside the 5.
You could feel them, Kate. You could feel the convoy. They were going. They thought they might have another one, but unfortunately, not another touchdown. But you know what? Not going to stop them from celebrating in another big game-changing play.
Trying to run with Irby. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Buccaneers keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of these NFL running backs in this case.
Okay, touche, partner.
They see that goal line. They smell that goal.
Darfst maximal 28 Punkte führen, glaub ich. Yes.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Starting at the 10. He's got a lane up past the 30. Oh, he put him in the spin cycle. And he's finally out of bounds. Looks like a step or two before the 30. Offense is going to be thinking touchdown here.
Well, at this point, they're going to take points any way they can get them, and that includes on special teams. He's had a ton of kicks sent his way, a bunch of returns today, and he nearly made him pay with that one.
That's complete to Sam Laporta. He did well on that play, but might have had some early help. We've got a flag down. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20.
180.
Out of the shotgun. Call. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the intended receiver. And now they face 2nd and long.
Here goes to line. 180. Come on.
Goff back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Trying to get it into Amon-Ra St. Brown. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play. Kate, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
180.
Desperation time here on 4th. He lofts one deep, center of the field. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Run begins with a run by Irby. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here. Bucks getting set up to punt now on 4th down. On comes Riley Dixon. And thankfully, he hasn't been needed until the final quarter. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
This will be the final play of the game.
Here we go. White 20.
One final shot here. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So it's a win for the visiting Buccaneers. And it's not quite a full game shutout, Brock, but keeping that other side off the board in the second half, that sure went a long way towards securing them this win. Made things a lot easier for everyone else to operate in the closing stages of the game. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Buccaneers winners, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.
Chill.